Hey guys, Shadowz here, and today we're going to be talking about Gears of War Ultimate Edition multiplayer game modes, all of the modes that will be available in the game from launch, and everything we know about them so far. Thanks to Brutality, link down below, she uploaded a video talking about the top 5 upgrades within the Ultimate Edition game compared to the original, in which we got to see the full versus playlist for Gears of War Ultimate Edition, containing all of the game modes that will be available when the game releases in less than 2 weeks time. Crazy stuff. As you can see, starting from the top of the list, we have Team Deathmatch, which from the beta plays exactly like it did in Gears of War 3, where it's objective based, it's kill based, taking out the enemy team, draining their pool of life before finishing them off to win the round. Next up is King of the Hill, which again plays exactly like it did also in Gears of War 3, where you need to capture ring points to a total of 120 to win the round. The game mode features multiple spawn points, all depending on locations of the hill, teammates or enemies. The ring also automatically counts down whether it's being captured or not. Now this is where it gets interesting. As you can see, all of the original game modes are returning as well, and I believe they will play out exactly like they did back in Gears of War 1. If that's the case, we have Warzone, which is a single life round based game mode with the objective to taking out the enemy team before your team gets killed off. Self-revive is off, meaning you'll bleed to your death if you're downed, and enemies can take you out from any distance. Execution, which is also again another single life round based game mode, but the complete opposite to Warzone, as execution rules are in place, meaning self-revive is on and you can only get killed either by an instant kill or being executed while downed in close combat. The next game mode is Assassination, which back in Gears of War 1, if you didn't know, is the first concept of Guardian Gears of War that as a franchise saw. I'm not sure if the game mode has been changed slightly to make it play like Guardian or still play like how it did originally. Assassination is also a single life round based game mode, except that one player is the leader, and if the leader player gets killed off, the other team wins the round straight away. So your top priority is always either attacking or defending the leader, as teams can win rounds by simply just killing the enemy leader player. Before patches were made, the leader player was the actual only player in the game who could pick up power weapons, but I don't think Gears of War Ultimate Edition will play with that version of Assassination. We then have 2v2 National Execution, which I've talked about before in a video discussing the new community map boxes, which is based off War Machine, but I'll quickly just cover it again right now anyway. So the rules are simple. It's 2v2 execution, Nashers only in a small area, pretty much the perfect game mode to practice against friends or settle wager matches against enemies. I believe the game mode is first to 10 rounds to win, but I may be wrong, I don't know. Finally, for the last game mode that will be available within the Gears of War Ultimate Edition game when it releases this month is Annex. Now people may be confused as to why Annex will be in the game as well as King of the Hill, as they are pretty much virtually the same game modes. I remember reading that Annex was a part of the original game, so it was brought over to the Ultimate Edition to keep that Gears of War 1 multiplayer experience. The differences I've heard personally when comparing Annex to King of the Hill in the Ultimate Edition game is that Annex features only 2 player spawns, the original spawns like you see in other game modes, Team Deathmatch, Execution, etc. Players also need to stay in the ring to capture points for their team, and I think ring points only count down when a team controls it. There may be more differences between King of the Hill and Annex, but that's all I know right now. So there you have it. Gears of War Ultimate Edition will feature 7 game mode types at launch coming later this month. Team Deathmatch, King of the Hill, Warzone, Assassination, Execution, 2v2 National Execution, and Annex. Please make sure to leave me a comment down below, what do you think? For the end of the video, I thought I would just share the versus match setup in private match with all the customization that will be available to you in game. So we have rounds to win, bleed out time, round time limit, friendly fire, weapon respawn, respawns, weapon replacement, and map cycle returning, which we've all seen them before in past Gears of War games. For the new customization that is available, we have perfect reloads, which I think is a toggle for active reloads, so if you want to play with them activated or deactivated. Respawn time for weapons now, so you can actually set how long it takes for weapons to return, and as well as self-revive if you want to give players the ability to revive themselves in game after being downed. So there you have today's video. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you aren't already. Thanks for watching, and as always, I shall see you on the next one.